Welcome back. This is Jack. Let's get started. Okay, spoilers here. Um, Previous recording that was recorded before this one, the audio didn't exist for both the game and me speaking. If it was just the game, I would have been fine. If it was just the game that had sound, then it would be fine. What happened is I did a Windows update and it got rid of all my preferences. So the program didn't know it was supposed to go through any of my stuff. So end result being no audio whatsoever. I need to be more thorough on checking that. That's one thing that's getting me a little peeved. My second one is my Skull Candy headphones here, and they're not cheap headphones either. They're already cracking up here around the base. Now, I understand I got a big head, but my Razors I've had for over a year, and I only stopped wearing them because I got tired of switching back and forth between one being a PlayStation and the other, so I was like, I'll just have these. Which is because of a weird setup. I'll explain some other time. And the end result being, now these are starting to break already, and they're like a month or two old, I think. So I'm just a little peeved on that one. I just wanted to get that out before I got into the game. So let's go. Oh, so what happened is I ended up depriving power to the town itself, not to the people who abandoned, because I don't like the idea of corporate overlords. Now that whole town is trying to kill me anytime I go near them. So fun. Now I can go into space and go to other planets now, and I think I'm going to do that. I did get some new weapons, like right there's a plasma rifle. And because of the robots I was fighting, I have a lot of ammo. And my companion here
Where are we headed?
Is going with me. Now let's see what the ship's AI has to say to me.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator?
I don't know, do I?
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Well, yeah, the engines do sit high on it, so I guess that makes sense. And I keep forgetting to like up the mouse sensitivity before I start playing. Oh, so I posed this question in the last video, and obviously you couldn't hear it, and I'm not releasing the video. If the clicking of my keyboard is annoying to any of the fans, anybody watching, let me know. I'll try and switch out to a different keyboard. I personally like the tactile touch of using a keyboard that clicks and I can feel the button being pressed. But if you don't, like if it's annoying while I'm playing that you keep hearing it, let me know. Alright, let's see what she's got to say.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have installed the power
Our systems
regulator.
are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's get out of here. Against all odds, the unreliable takes flight. I still hate the name of the ship.
From Dr. Phineas Wells.
Ah, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kilkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kilkelly. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits, first-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you. Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab.
Oh, I can go see him? Cool.
And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
So the fact that they got her to blink, like she blinks, but that's about it. All right, so the Monarch, Scalia, Terra 2, which is where I'm currently. What's Scala? Scala is one of the largest asteroids orbiting Halcyon. The largest is a group of rocks known as the Capus Custer. Hephaestus Mine once claimed that, but it's approximately abandoned decades ago. Okay. Well, let's go to the Groundbreaker like I'm supposed to. No cool cutscene?
We've arrived after the Groundbreaker.
Let me get to the... Yeah, it should be right here. There it is. Captain's quarters. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. I wonder what the Ben's for. Oh, I got Reed's hat? Oh, sweet. It's actually a cool item. Can I put it back on the skull? No? Okay. I'm just going to leave it in my inventory then.
Captain
The holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companion that gives you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted off limits to unauthorized personnel, other results in being attacked on site. I'm not going to worry about these message logs. I kind of want to get into the game and... Honestly, I want to get into the exploring and the shooting people in the face. Is that her calling me ugly?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson? was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Alright, let's go.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Matt Techie's actually playing this game now. Like, he had played a little bit of it, but he's actually starting to play it. So I'm pretty happy, because it gives me somebody else to talk to about it. Because New Vegas was his favorite, and he's like, well, it's sci-fi, but it may be more like Fallout 4, which is not his favorite. It's not bad, it's just not his favorite. And I'm like, no, this is done by Obsidian, and it's basically Fallout New Vegas in space. And he's like, well, if you insist. Let's see here, companion quest, drinking the sapphire wine. I could technically still do that one, but the whole town's trying to kill me, so the priest might try to kill me too. So let's switch to the sapphire wine. Captain Gunner McReed. Public contestant, disruption of groundbreaking property, unpaid docking fees, resisting arrest. Sedation, forgery, conspiracy to commit conspiracy, unlicensed medical discretion of board property. I like him more already. Okay, same thing on this side. Okay, I was making sure that like both his bounties were the exact same. So I haven't found actual like stores yet. All I have found are these vending machines, which is that's not bad. It's just, oh, what are you? A sawed-off shotgun? I'm already interested, but I'll worry about that later. Mostly because I don't have much money. Can you... Let's see here. Oh, and there is modifications in the game. Ooh, light machine gun. Alright.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said.
I'm about to ruin your day.
Apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
I'm gonna do... Hang on.
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling. Much appreciated.
I actually like him.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Like, he was very straightforward. I'm not gonna worry about the plot of the area too much. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if I'm playing on my own, I'll probably like really dive into it, and I'll probably talk to you guys about it here. Oh, workbench. So in order to repair and upgrade, you need to have a workbench. That's like the one thing I'm not a fan of. There's not like some way around that. Okay, I have no modifications. But that's ultimately okay. Let's see if I can upgrade like one of these other ones. I thought I had modifications. I think I only have modifications then on, do I not have any modifications? Like, what the heck? Like, I remember finding them. Let's see, what are you? General modifications, here we go. Yeah, I do. It's like the quiet muzzle here.
From Monarch.
Okay, hang on. Okay, cool. Actually, I do need to do that. So hang on, let me... There might be a cut here, and then I'll explain what I came back to. Okay, so it looks like that the gear I happen to have doesn't have the proper slots, so I just can't do it. I did repair everything, and I want to make sure I'm not standing roughly naked. Let's see, that's the hibernation suit, that's the right control, and that's the elite guard, which is heavy, which is pretty cool, but I think I wanted the light one. Never mind, because that is pretty high up there. Although I probably will actually switch out the helmet.
Obviously.
Nah, I'll
There
leave
was
the
a
helmet.
lot of static at the voice. Said his name was
Can't
Graham?
go that way.
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
Alright.
You know, it takes me a while.
This is Halcyon News.
If you insist that I need to take that shock cannon, as it's called, I'm not going to say no. And it does take a barrel, so I might be able to use one of my barrel upgrades. Although, I think the barrel upgrade I have makes it silent, so... You found an ID card to use the holographic shroud. You'll be automatically disguised when entering associated. Cool. Not going to worry about that right now. I just want to check this again real fast. Only take a second, so I'm not going to cut away this time. I'm just going to pull up the menu. Okay, cool. So it is letting me do it. So that one makes me the noise of each shot, which I don't care. And that one increases critical damage. I'm assuming I could take mods back off. And that's probably going to make me regret... Oh, can't recover it after installation. I want to test it out first before I decide if I like it. I'm probably going to because it's listed as a heavy gun. Oh. I'm getting Borderlands, the pre-sequel flashbacks right now. I can't jump high enough for it to, like, kick full effect. I want to shoot that guy.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Dennison will get the... Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the... A lot of slogans to keep track. Have a look.
Hopefully I can sell some things to him, so... And I probably should have put on the hat. So let's see what I can sell. Because I have a lot of... Probably just things that are in my inventory. Yeah, this is all junk. So let's see if there's... Okay, cool. Sell all... there we go. Looks like I do have some currency now. Oh, here's some... Mr. Ouch. Power attack damage, because... Oh, energy weapons, you can charge them up and they'll do a blast of extra damage, so... Okay, cool. So I can change the damage type to plasma. Here's some healing stuff. All they've got is... Oh, this is me back on selling. That made a bit of a difference. I almost sold things I wanted. Alright, what's this stick? Telescopic staff. Oh, that's cool. It's making melee seem a lot cooler. Sawed-off shotgun. Light assault rifle. Alright. Oh, I can buy the headpiece, the costume accessory. It increases your lie. Oh, that's funny to me. Oh, I actually need to buy that. Buying that for my associate. Because she's all about engineering, and her being in my party actually makes me better at being an engineer, so it'd be a good idea to have her wearing gear that makes her better. Oh, restricted stock? Okay. And apparently I can talk to these guys to repair things, too, so... I don't see... Oh, wait, hang on, what are you? Mag power... Okay. And I could probably put that in my assault rifle to make it do energy. But I don't have a lot of heavy ammo for it, so I'm happy with sticking with my energy weapons for right now, because I had to kill a lot of robots.
C&P chicken and potatoes. C&P Borston baked beans.
Alright, so this place is already pretty cool.
The only one.
Pirate ship? Not go in for docu-series.
Well, no one's trying to shoot me right now, so I must not be going anywhere bad. Oh yeah, I was actually trying to do something, so I'm sorry. Let me...
What's going on with you, Link?
Right now I'm trying to find that engineer for my associate, which I don't know where she is. She was supposed to have come with. Alright, so I guess I can't go that way. Did I not, like... that I accidentally didn't tell her to come with me. Oh, hang on. Here's somebody called the Armory, and he's got a cash
You look
register.
like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. We
Let's see what you got. Ooh, these are... he's got a power hammer. It's awesome. Yeah, he's got all melee stuff. And I found out they have halberds, which makes me really, really interested in playing... ooh, goggles. Which apparently increase your sneak, oddly enough. Handguns, which I do wear a lot of handguns. Or I use a lot of handguns. That's one-handed melee. Heavy weapons. I'm wondering if the gun is considered... the Gatling gun is? I don't know. Okay, so the stores here are actually pretty legit. I'll worry about that later. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out how to move forward. Is this a door? It is a door. And I think this is the engineer I needed to come talk to.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
She seems cool.
I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer is just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive.
You can actually see the air distorting behind her.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Hold on. There's something you should know before you go charging off. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Ooh, good. A place to go kill things.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
So I'm going to focus on that, because she seems cool. I like her. And pretty much everything I've done to this point has been, like, upsetting the status quo. And here, I want to help the status quo somewhat. And I'm going back to go get my colleague, because my colleague wanted to talk to her, and I forgot to bring her. And if I'm going into a fight, I kind of like her there, too. So, sorry, I'm going to do a quick cut, although I'm almost there already. Thank you for watching. This has been Jack with the Geek's Perspective. Please like, subscribe, and share. And be sure to follow the links below where you'll find me on Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, so you can keep up to date on all the projects I'm working on. Also, please stay safe during this quarantine, and as you practice proper social distancing,